Hi, I'm Hannah Strong, and this is my BFI Woman with a Movie Camera introduction to Andrea Arnold's Red Road. Written and directed by Arnold, this was her feature debut after she'd made 3 short films, including the Academy Award-winning Wasp back in 2004. Red Road would go on to win the Grand Jury Prize at Cannes, and it tells the story of Jackie, a CCTV operator who lives alone in Glasgow, monitoring the Red Road flats in the northeast of the city. She occasionally meets up with a married man for sex, but she seems very distant.
That was a bit quick, sorry. Did you?
Yeah, earlier.
Can never tell.
When she attends the wedding of a friend, it's revealed that Jackie was married, but we have to piece together her past from information revealed in glimpses and half conversations throughout the film. We almost play detective because there's no exposition here at all.
Sorry, humping over.
It was down to your waist. First time we met you. He was happy that day. Compared to the last time I saw him, he brought the bairn up. Give you a break.
When she spots a familiar face on the CCTV, she begins to track the man down, and a dangerous game of cat and mouse begins. Kate Dickie plays the central role of Jackie, and the whole film hinges on her powerhouse performance. Although Jackie is quite softly spoken, we're with her for almost every frame of the film, watching her watch other people, and we gain an acute sense of empathy for her, even though it's quite difficult to understand her motivations and intentions. Dickie is perhaps best known for her work on Game of Thrones and in Robert Eggers' The Witch, but she won a Scottish BAFTA and a British Independent Film Award for Red Road, which were richly deserved. I really feel for Jackie, who's clearly struggling with something she doesn't quite know how to put into words. But as she becomes more and more obsessed with her plan for revenge, our sympathies are called into question. She plays opposite Tony Curran, whose ex-convict Clyde is a dangerous but charming man, who clearly has a history with Jackie, even if he doesn't seem to remember it. There's a real sense that Jackie's getting in over her head when she starts to pursue him. The world she enters, full of sex and drugs and drinking, seems very at odds with her life. And there's a wonderful moment at a party where everyone's dancing to What's the Story Morning Glory, and Jackie just kind of seems mesmerised by what's going on.
Have we met?
The film is also notable for a graphic sex scene, which is one of the most heart-stopping instances of sex on screen I can remember ever seeing.
You're a sexy fucking bitch.
It's not romantic, but it's not violent either. There's something just incredibly raw and primal about the moment, with 2 deeply troubled individuals finding very, very temporary solace in each other. Red Road is a dark film, metaphorically and literally. It uses handheld cameras and natural light, which give it an immersive style, and as you spend so much time with Jackie monitoring the CCTV cameras, there's a creeping sense of voyeurism. You might find it hard to shake the sense you're being watched any time you leave the house after viewing Red Road, which has drawn comparisons to Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, a similar tale of obsession sparked by an accidental witness. Andrea Arnold has since gone on to direct 3 more films, which you might be a little bit more familiar with. There was Fish Tank, Wuthering Heights and American Honey, and I'd recommend watching all 3. She's also worked in television, directing episodes of Transparent, I Love Dick and Big Little Lies. But her films often deal with themes of crime and deprivation, which we see a lot in Red Road, and she's really known for fostering collaboration with her actors, encouraging them to bring a lot of themselves to their characters. Red Road is my favourite of her films. It's a psychological thrill with real bite, and you can't quite shake it after watching it. It deals with themes of grief, female agency, loneliness and revenge, a tightly coiled, secretive film that commands your full attention to understand what's happening. Red Road flats were actually demolished in 2015, so Andrea Arnold's film is a bit of a time capsule in a way. I wouldn't say it's a love letter to the flats, but maybe a eulogy. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, and that it encourages you to check out more of her work.